And welcome back. The last time we had the lights go out on us, and the person who was talking on the telephone around the corner appears to have, well, stopped. Hopefully he's okay, but let's take a look. Let's walk forwards, I guess, and see what's in store. It appears to be some shoes. And I think this man has been burnt to ashes, you know. I think he's been burnt on the spot. Let's take a look here. We've got a torch. Yeah, I think this is where the guy was. Although I must admit there is no trace of his mobile phone, but I guess that was burnt. Still, as is the case in many adventure games, thankfully he left behind his briefcase. So let's take a look here. What a lovely briefcase that is. I like the sort of old weathered look there. So who was he? Staff identification card. Ross F. Aaron. He was male and a janitor. That's frizzy hair there.
It looks a little scary.
Here we've got a newspaper article. The Great Heritage Robbery. Well, let's see what this says. Anything important? Let's see. I could read this all, but if I read everything in this game, we would be here all day. Let's take a look here. Anything particularly important? Well, it appears that someone is trying to steal valuable artifacts from Baron Wittard.
And especially things related to Norse mythology, I guess.
Yeah, it seems that Baron Wittard is a collector of artifacts. Yeah, and particularly Norse ones. Okay. Notes and reminders. This appears to be notes that this man has written. Let's have a look here. 1503. Finally managed to secure a cleaning duty at Wittard's personal residence on the first floor. This is what I have been waiting for. It was tough even getting there. The security around this place is tight and the competition for duties near to Wittard himself is tough. But at last I have a 2-week roster, cleaning both his apartment and study, vacuum, polish and garbage removal. 1703. Began cleaning duties at Wittard's residence. He seems a quiet and reclusive man. Met his cousin Arnold also. I started cleaning at 5 AM and managed to catch a few moments alone as Wittard left his study to examine structural issues on the ground floor. During that time I tried searching his desk, his cupboards, everywhere that time allowed. Had to stop searching after 15 minutes, interrupted by security personnel. I will try again tomorrow. 1803. Found it and took it. I don't think Wittard has even noticed. 1907. Months have passed during which it has been necessary for me to keep a low profile. Wittard was anxious about thieves and the security team even searched my locker. Found nothing, of course, but the latest news is that Wittard is dead. Nothing to do with me. Anyway, only one more month for me to wait now. Reminder to self. Show newspaper extract to Elder Alpha Xerox. Authorities are on to his movements. 2309. It has been 2 years. It was supposed to have been months. I have heard little or nothing. Alpha Xerox is silent. 2509. I would not have waited at all if it had not been for the stakes involved. So much here has collapsed and decayed from the force of the well. I think that says well, that I must now use the emergency power system. As I understood it from the papers, I must divert power to appliances by way of pipes from the basement. And finally, 2709, our client has been longer than expected, but now he has arrived with the cash and I can finally leave this rotten place within hours from now. Perhaps this log will not be necessary after all. I leave to meet him this evening. This will open a new chapter in my life, one in which I won't be cleaning the refuse of others just to pay bills. Well, my friend, I don't think that new chapter lasted very long. What's this? It looks like an amulet. Oh, it looks as though we've collected something important.
Who are you? You have collected the amulet. Do not be afraid. You can hear me, but you cannot see me. You must be the chosen one. Know this. In touching the amulet, it has now been bounded to you via the ethereal energies that permeate this place. Until our work here is completed, the amulet will remain bound to you, and you will not be able to leave the utopia. There is so much to do and to explain, but so very little time. You, traveler, are in grave danger here by this chained door. Terrible danger. Do not touch the door. It is a trap. It was used to keep him locked in. But he managed to escape. And now this whole region is inhabited, infested. We are not alone. We haven't much time before he regenerates his power and strikes again. He will hunt you down. Quickly, do as I tell you. Avoid the door and climb into the ventilation shaft.
I suppose we better do as he says and climb into the ventilation shaft. It's not often we meet a talking amulet. That's pretty incredible.
Are you sure you don't want to touch the door?
Well, we could try and touch the door.
I want to touch the door.
Yeah, okay. Let's touch the door. He told us not to, but maybe he was lying.
Wake up, traveler.
Ouch.
Yes. So I guess we shouldn't touch the door. And notice that it's completely sealed off with these chains all over the place. Is it to keep something in or to stop something getting out, I wonder? I don't know. So I think this is the ventilation shaft that he asked us to climb into. Yeah, it's a bit cramped in here. Let's try and crawl our way through. You can hear the sound of machinery in the distance. Aha! There appears to be something up ahead. Yeah. Guess we have to crawl through.
Hurry! Turn right and enter the door into quadrant 73. This leads into the utopia.
So we could go left, but this time I'm going to listen to him and turn right. It appears we can go both ways. The door that way, another one this way. It's behind us. Okay.
There appears to have been a cave-in that has blocked this route. You will have to turn around and follow this tunnel to the door at the other end. Be careful. I detect energies stirring near the ventilation shaft.
Not good. Got a damaged fuse box there of some kind.
Very good, traveler.
Thank you.
You are safe, at least for now. The ethereal energies prevent my being able to sustain this channel of communication with you for long. For this reason, lengthy explanations are a luxury that we cannot afford. My name is, or was, Baron Wittard, the designer and creator of this place. I am speaking to you from a spirit plane, and because you are the amulet bearer, it is only you that can hear me when I speak. You will need to follow this tunnel. It leads to the maintenance and basement area of the Utopia. Once there, you will need to find your own way around. I hope that will not be a problem for you. I will try to communicate with you and offer guidance whenever I am able, whenever the ethereal energies are strong enough to support it. Until that time, seek out the 10 ancient runestones. You will need them.
You know, Baron Wittard sometimes reminds me of Atreus from Myst. I'm not sure entirely why. I think it's partly because he always tells you, well, we haven't much time for lengthy explanations, but I've got an incredibly important mission for you to do anyway. It seems that he doesn't like explaining things. He likes you to figure out everything on your own. Still, here we are in the sewer, and if I remember rightly, this location actually was designed or created several times. I created this 3 different times. I created the first location, I didn't like it, then I scrapped that, I created a second one, I didn't like that, and this is the final version that you see. I think it was 3 times. Do you remember, Marlies?
Yeah, well, I remember one of the 2 earlier versions, which looked older, like it was something from the cellar of a 17th century building. But yes. I prefer this one. I've always liked this one best.
Yeah. It reminds me of Riven, this location, for some reason.
Yeah, it does a little.
So let's see what's around the corner. Aha. It looks as though we have a ladder. I think that this might be the jackpot. This might lead into Wittard Utopia. At least I'm hoping so. It's a bit gloomy down in this sewer. But we'll climb this ladder and find out in the next video. I'll see you then.